Saturday, just had a week's holiday. I'm going to throw in pictures of my breakfast, just so you know what I eat as a staple, the porridge that I go on about. No point me breaking down the macros for it, because everyone eats different and everyone has different body composition. I'll tell you a little bit in the video that I post. I've also done a little video, it's nothing special, about 10 seconds worth of my home gym. As I said before, I'm not going to produce workouts or show workouts because it's pointless. You know, there's so many people out there who do workout routines. There's no point me posting one. I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I'm just telling you that what I find, and I'm being real about it. So we went away for 4 days to the equivalent to like a Butlins Haven sort of thing. Well, it was a haven actually. Stayed in a static caravan. And I call myself virtually vegan because it's just easy to put myself in that category. I'm not actually vegan. I don't, you know, I tried to do that lifestyle and it's just too fucking militant. I don't eat animals because I can't kill it, and I could kill a fish, so I could eat a fish, but they're tainted, so I don't eat them. And I don't like the dairy, don't like the way it's treated, and it makes me inflamed, so I don't eat that. I do eat eggs, but I try and buy them locally sourced. So when I go on holiday, I have a tendency to have, like, obviously a fry up with eggs, or, you know, porridge and soy yogurt or something like that. Being menopausal, soy yogurt is a bloody game changer. It stops the sweats and everything. I eat a lot of tempura and I eat a lot of soya, and it does help with estrogen levels during menopause, 100%. So we ate mainly beige food while I was away, and to be fair, I didn't eat as much as I normally would in a day. I'd eat 2,200 to 2,700 calories a day. I think I barely ate 7,000. Did have a couple of drinks, but my friend who I went with, she's a size 8, she's skinny, right? She goes, I don't think I've ever been so bloated in my life. I said, I feel like I'm pregnant because I've got no fat around there as in such. When you eat something, you get a food baby, and it's literally like having a basketball in your stomach. It's like, oh, I feel pregnant. And I had this food baby, but it was just wind. It was wind and shitty food. It's gone down now. I've come back because I've done a workout today. I haven't done a workout since Monday. It's now Saturday, so I've had a 5-day stretch off, and I had 4 days of eating shit, and I didn't eat too much shit yesterday. I think I had an egg and tomato sandwich on the drive up because we got caught in an accident on the way home. So loads of us went into a service station. The person I was with got coffee. I don't drink a lot of caffeinated coffee. I'm more decaf, and with a milk alternative, which most people don't have on a self-serve like service station. So I got myself an egg and tomato sandwich, and then when I got home, I went shopping in the end, and I had like tempura with brown rice and vegetables and stuff like that. And I actually felt loads better straight away. I was like, oh God, thank God for that. But going away for 4 days, going back to the subject, going away for 4 days and eating just beige food and not particularly worrying about it, showed me how bloated and how, if I looked in the mirror, well, I did look in the mirror, I was like, oh God, wow. I felt pregnant. After the second day, there's no way I'd put on a stone of weight in 2 days. I hadn't eaten enough to do so to justify it, but it was because I was eating shit food. The carbohydrates obviously make you feel fuller anyway, which isn't a bad thing. If you know, carbs aren't bad, but people go on, there are bad carbs, people go on about. It's restricting carbs, in my opinion, unless you've got some kind of problem with your brain, I think, because that's why the ketosis or the keto diet was thing made. Or if you need to emergency lose weight over a couple of weeks for a freaking wedding or something, fine. But the keto diet might work for some people, but you need carbohydrate to fuel your muscles. That is muscle fuel. And fat, you burn that. I'm burning fat now sitting here. I'm burning more fat now sitting here, not moving, than I am carbohydrate. If I do this, I'm burning carbohydrate. If I do this, I'm burning fat. The only reason why you burn more fat when you do cardio is because your body then has to replace all the carbohydrate back into the muscle that you've used while doing cardio. Anyway, so I said to my mate, I said, I feel really bloated. She goes, yeah, so do I. And I had like a pregnancy. It felt like a pregnancy for 3 days in my stomach. And it was just literally eating shit food. So a lot of people get disheartened. They'd have gone on the diet and on the scale, and they'd have gone, oh, I'm 5 pounds heavier. Yeah, you're 5 pounds heavier because your body's retaining water to digest that shit food and cope with the crap you've just put in your mouth. When you eat shit, your liver and your kidney and all of that has to filter that shit out. You know, salt levels, sugar level, all those things. But certain, there's an actual app called Yucca, Y-U-K-A. It's got a carrot as an emblem, as an icon. Download it if you've got an iPhone. I think you can get it on analog as well, whatever it is, Android. You can scan a barcode and it tells you if it's good or bad. And obviously, it tells you if the macros are any good. It also tells you what additives are in there. Seriously, you'll be surprised at some of the stuff that actually comes out like that. So, take a look at it. Don't always think that the scale is the cause. I'm going to stop now because I've got someone trying to phone me and I'm going to carry on in a minute. I've come to this conclusion that a lot of people get disheartened when they have a weekend of drinking and going out with their mates. This is why you should never watch the scale, because the scale will tell you false information. And also, think about what you've eaten, because if you're eating shitty foods, it will give you wind and it will make you bloated. I don't fart very often. I burp. I don't fart very often. I do fart, but not as often as I did the last 4 days. It's ridiculous. I was like, oh my God, this wind is just horrific. And my toilet was all out of sync because obviously I wasn't in the same place. I go religiously to the toilet every day at the same time in the morning. Just get up, go to the toilet. And if I eat a lot of food for the day, or a lot of fibre, I might go in the evening once. But it's usually if I've been to a party or something, or had some alcohol or something like that. And my mum noticed this as well, because my mum's a scale watcher, but she's never been fat. And she says to me, I always put on 4 pounds of weight over the course of the weekend from drinking. I'm like, yeah, but by Tuesday that 4 pound of weight's gone, hasn't it? She went, yeah. So you haven't put 4 pound of weight on at all. Your body's just retained water to deal with the alcohol you've put in your system. And a lot of people go wrong with it. There's tweaks you can do. Everyone has reactions to different things, but look at what your body reacts. Look how your body reacts to it. Work out how much you can eat each day. Don't eat over it and eat decent food. Because if you eat shitty food, and most of it in the bloody supermarket's shitty, 80% of your food should be raw mono ingredients. The other 20% can be processed stuff. So you can have your bag of Walker's crisps every day if you really want them, but that's 20% of your shit. You want a Mars bar every day? Fine, have a Mars bar every day. It's not actually that good, but you can. That 250 calories of shit that you're eating, you need to eat 250 calories less of decent stuff, or compensate for it by, okay, 250 calories for a Mars bar. I'm going to have one of those every day, so I'm going to burn 250 calories every day, extra on top of what I eat. You could do it that way. You could eat 5,000 calories a day, as long as you burn it, don't matter. And you could eat 5,000 calories of shit food every day, as long as you burn it, it don't matter. But your body will retain fluid occasionally. And you won't look as nice. So if you ate 5,000 calories of beige, shitty food, and then someone else ate 5,000 calories of decent food, and you were the same person, and you looked at, done an experiment, you done it one day with beige food, done it one day with good food, you would see a noticeable difference in how bloated you'd look and how well you'd look. People look sick when they eat certain food. You just look, because your body has to deal with it. So I just thought I'd talk about that, because I've been away and I noticed how any person who didn't understand how the body processes stuff or even was as into the gym as I am, wouldn't necessarily notice what was causing it. They'd just think that, why am I fat? It would have. I just got out of the shower and looked in the mirror. I was like, oh my God, I look pregnant. It's like, what the hell? Obviously I'm not, and now I'm back home. It's all kind of sort of flat again. I think sort of like, I'm not pregnant. Fine. Peace, love and light. Leave it there. that's my home gym equipment. I haven't got a massive amount. This is a cable. It hasn't got a really heavy amount in it, but I use it for home workouts. It really helped during lockdown. 50 grams of oatmeal. For myself, I use organic milk. I use 100 ml of this milk with 150 ml of water, protein, a bit of maca, straight in the bowl, ready for when the porridge is ready. Garnish my porridge with this sort of stuff, just to make it a little bit nicer, and then I put a bit of this chocolate on it as well, and blueberries. You'll see the finished product in a minute. People in your life as well, sprinkle of that on each one. I also don't use caffeinated coffee before I weight train, and I drink decaf for about an hour in the morning. I have one cup of coffee, caffeinated coffee a day, but I'm 51 years old, and I've noticed switching to decaf I don't get palpitations, and I feel better for it, so decaf. Always get a decent decaf as well. Standard breakfast. The only day I don't have this breakfast is on a weekend. I sometimes have an English fry up as a treat, but there's about 38 grams of protein in there and about 750 calories, depending. With these almonds today, there's probably close to 800 calories because that's an extra. I decided to treat myself as I'm still on holiday, but this is my standard breakfast. I love it. It's just absolutely stunning, really good for you. Everything's organic, everything's fresh, etc. Get into the habit of eating something like this every day. Something you enjoy. I enjoy this. So if a fry up is what you enjoy, find a fry up that's at the right macros and eating the right amount of foods that you need each day. There's no point me telling you my macros, no point me breaking down how much of what of everything else, because we're all different. You all need to establish how much you're allowed each day.